What's going on, guys? This video is going to be short and simple. Actually, we've had quite a few handful of requests. Some people looking for some tips for their Demon Hunter. How can they play it better? What can they do differently? So we're going to go over some tips and tricks. Maybe make you a little bit more aware of some things that you weren't aware of before. Show you a few things in action. Show you how you can stay alive. We'll do a quick T6 Rift. So you guys can see this in action. Now I have changed up some stuff since you saw the build video. We added a little bit more toughness, took away a little bit of cooldown, changed out our belt since the Harrington is useless in greater rifts. The Sherma belt here creates a chaos field, stuff like that. Feel free to check out the build video for more information on the build. A couple things to keep note of: vault with rattling roll. We're going to stun a lot of stuff with this, be able to vault through things and live a little better. Awareness, we are running with this when we do run greater rifts, just in case we die, so that is kind of important. And multi-shot, we're running arsenal instead of burst fire, just so we can get a little bit more range out of these things. So we're going to go ahead here and hop in. Just a regular rift. One of the things you want to keep in mind, guys, is that it's best to get your sentries up as much as possible, and while you're waiting on the cooldown there, stay alive, stay busy. Use your cluster arrow as much as you can. It's going to heal you. It's going to do a bunch of damage. A couple things. We're going to use our Nemesis bracers here. One of the things that I like to do is go ahead and get some sentries set up. Go ahead and get these guys down. No need to wait too much longer. And there you'll see that I vaulted through stuff, and I will do this quite often to stun everything. And you'll see that if they're not able to follow me, they're not able to do much damage. And we'll take down some of our settings here real quick. Got a little bit of lag there, but your pets are going to tank, especially if you got the Marauders set. Let the Templar go in there. I don't have the Don't Die, but I have gain access to all skills, so he can continue to heal me. He's not that powerful. I don't invest a lot of gear in him. I probably should. But the main thing is to stay alive. Stay busy. Stay busy with Vault. Stay busy with your sentries. We got a couple goblins here. I don't know if we'll be able to get both of these. Wasn't quite prepared. We're going to continue. My pets are trying to tank them. Good, they stayed close together. Now that allowed us to kind of keep them together. The main thing is you want to try and vault through things. If you can, put sentries either in front of or behind things. Go ahead, get your sentries up while that's going. Pop off a couple of cluster arrows. Get your sentry set up almost like a perimeter around yourself. Don't stand in the lightning like that. It's very dangerous. Vault through stuff. When you're vaulting, you're not going to take any damage. It's better to stay alive than anything. As you can see, we depleted ourselves of hatred while we get our sentries up, while we're waiting for them to come back on cooldown. So I teleported there. So that's one of the things you can do to kind of stay busy, stay active, is to stun things. Second and a half is a decent amount of time when you're trying to fight for your life. You see those guys jumping at you. Feel free to vault out of the way. Those guys I don't really mess with. They have a very quick jump and attack, so a lot of times I'll vault through them like this just to kind of keep them in check so that they're not jumping on me. If my pets have them, great. I don't like to bother with those things because they can stun you. And if you don't have enough toughness, or you're playing just like that, if you don't have enough toughness, those things can one-shot you, depending on the difficulty that you're playing on. And we're out of hatred there, so clearly we're going to build up what we can hatred-wise. So these are just a couple tips and tricks, guys. Whether it be various monsters, these guys are a pain. They like to charge you, so I charge them back. Notice they're both stunned. They're not going to do much to me. Obviously, there's diminishing returns, so you can't just vault through stuff over and over and over again and expect to have them, permanently locked all the time. So it's a couple things to keep in mind. Stay busy, stay active when you're waiting for stuff. Like I will do that. See, I missed the guys jumping. You can get out of jails like that. I don't like to be caught in these things. So we've got a yellow group and a blue group, so a lot of times I like to get close to them. Ooh, and you got to watch out for the ice cubes, especially if you get jailed or something like that. You don't want to get stunned there. You want to stay busy. I try not to use my health potions unless absolutely necessary. You can go You can go and pick up the health globes. They're not as abundant as they were before, so keep that in mind. But they are important, especially if you're wearing Reaper's wraps, to be able to, if I had taken a little bit of time there, I could have expended some resources and gone through there, and you'll see me like stun stuff and then go and grab a health potion just by going right through stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. I am running the Natalia's set here. I got the 3-piece bonus, so I have an extra 20 max discipline there, which goes a long ways. If you do have a Harrington, this level is amazing to pick up those armors. They will proc your Harrington, but since a lot of this, like I said, I've been needing to stay alive more so than I have been needing to do damage, especially in greater rifts. Right there I used my my companion ability and I casted the web on them and then I vaulted through them. There you can kind of vault a couple times. We'll stay out of the danger. That I'm over vaulting now to emphasize this. Obviously I've depleted my discipline, but that's not something I'm always going to do quite that often. But if you can keep going like this, you'll find that, I mean, you probably saw I took almost no damage just vaulting through a lot of the dangerous parts there, and you don't really have a whole lot to worry about. Open areas like this, and we'll do this here in 1 second, these guys are a pain. If you have pets, you probably hate those guys as much as I do. That's why we run the Templar, to get the heals there. A lot of stuff like this, we'll try and stay active out in this open area. That is the pet attacks and everything else going on there. That is one of the downfalls with the sentries and the pets, is that there can be a lot of lightning on elites like that, but that's okay. You got ways to get out of that. So, got these big guys. Like I said, I'll stun that guy all day long. I have no problem with that. These Anarchs, God, I hate these things. This is what you call running out of running out of discipline trying to teach a video. I actually did die there. My awareness did proc. Brought me back to life there. I had no cooldown to get out of there, but that's okay. I do like to stay busy. I like to stay active. You go ahead and expend some resources. Go over there and pick up a health globe and be able to, blow right through some more. As you can see, I actually got quite a few cluster arrow shots off in the middle of all that. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. When you see those health globes, feel free to vault your way through stuff. Be aware of your discipline. That way you're not vaulting through something and then depleting yourself like I do. But you'll see I'll click on those things and I will instantly stun them because I have no business standing there in melee range clicking on a shrine. So our sentries are up. There's a health globe. We'll go over there and grab that. And just like that, getting your sentries prepared, stuff like that, very easy to do. Hey guys. And if you're feeling really frisky and you have enough discipline, which I don't necessarily have enough right now, I will run all over the map pulling stuff. Your sentries will stay active so long as you're fairly close and not too far out of range. But you'll see I'm grabbing a lot of stuff just for fun. And I'm getting stuck behind walls. So fire off a bunch of shots, grab a health globe. It's going to depend on how big the health globe is. That's what it looks like when you grab, a big chunk of the board there and keep your sentries up. Everything's pretty much dead. I know it looked like I grabbed a lot, and it probably was a lot, but my sentries are staying busy. They're staying active, and they're doing their damage behind everything. Fire chains, be careful vaulting through those. Those things do hurt. I've got pretty lucky here. We have a good variety of bad guys here. Like I said, guys, the main thing, and I've been stressing this a lot, if you're dead, boy, this could be really interesting. We'll go ahead and click on that health well. Get out of danger. Try and get behind this pack here. I don't want to be stuck in the middle of it. But I believe we have 3 elite mobs here, and one keeps vortexing me, which really irritating. I'm going to try and stay alive. There we procced awareness again, which was absolutely needed at that point. So that's a good reason to keep awareness. You don't normally pull 3 elites at one time, especially in T6. Wouldn't recommend it for the sake of your own health. We'll go over here and see what the set item is. While we're sitting here playing while we're sitting here dodging the elites. God, so much lightning. The vortex there was a real pain. But as you can see, we got down 3 elite mobs. We didn't really have time to stand around and attack, and that's okay. Um, Sometimes I like living a little on the dangerous side with these builds, and that's okay. And there's a lot of fun you can have with those. Just stay busy, guys. Stay active. The main thing is to use your vault as much as possible. Within reason, obviously you don't want to be depleted all the time. So keep that in mind. We'll probably have an elite group here. This is really good. If you're on a narrow area, your pets can tank right there at stuff like this, and it'll keep all kinds of stuff away from you. The skeleton guy, and again, we'll let the pets sit up there and take some damage. If you have a little bit of cooldown reduction, your companion ability will come around a little bit more frequently, so you can get that extra damage buff going there. T6, this guy. Our pets are doing a really good job tanking. I'm not going to lie. The pets are amazing for this build, but we're going to wrap this T6 thing up really quickly. I was actually very happy that we were able to get quite a few of those elite packs up. Show you guys some of the different things that you're going to face all across the board. Greater rifts, pretty much the same thing. You got to stay busy. There's a lot of damage that flies around in greater rifts, so you want to make sure that you stay active and stay away from stuff. I mean, that's the main thing. I vault a ton, which is why I like having the gnat set around. You'll get used to it after a while, being able to stay around, stay safe, and kind of stay away from a lot of unnecessary damage. Don't stand in the fire. If you're a World of Warcraft player or ever were, you probably heard that 1,000 times. Don't stand in the fire. Be aware of your surroundings. After you get used to popping off sentries, and then your cluster arrow, you'll realize you don't have to look down as much. I'll occasionally pop over here and look at discipline, make sure my hatred's up, hop over, grab a health globe. If not, evasive fire. I'm running this strictly for the hatred builder because it builds up 7 hatred plus the cold damage with the chilled there. It's a good thing to have around. So feel free to check out the link below in the description to the build that we're using in this video with some slight modifications that we went over in the beginning between multi-shot and using awareness. It's a good thing to have when you're in tough levels. You saw it come into play twice there, and we never broke stride. Our sentries will stay up. And if you're playing in a greater rift, you don't have to go all the way back to that checkpoint. So a good thing to have. So hopefully this little bit of gameplay, guys, will show you this in action. That was a T6 rift, and not too long of a time. Just trying to show you guys, stay busy with Vault, get your sentries up. If you have the Bombardier's rucksack, feel free to get 5 up. And then custom engineering. You saw me vault around being chased by 3 elite packs. Those things stayed up. I didn't have to take time to stop, cast another one. All kinds of variables that you're going to enjoy from running this build and being able to do a lot of different things. So hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully you can kind of incorporate some of these tricks into the way you play. Feel free to leave any tips that you got below that you might have seen something that I could do differently. I mean, I'm in no way the perfect player, guys. I enjoy playing this build. I love playing it. This fits my play style. But anything I can get to play better myself, I'm all for it. So feel free to leave a comment below if you liked it. Feel free to hit the like button. I definitely appreciate that. As always, guys, happy hunting. And stay on the lookout. Lots more videos to come, more rifting adventures, more builds for different classes. And hopefully we'll see you around for those videos as well. See you next time.